There's a girl, she's a star. She's got style. Steffi Star, you see her face around the town. She's popular. Steffi Star.
Hello, I'm Stephanie Weinstein.
I'm Meredith Keach.
And I'm Anthony Soares.
And we are all realtors with Coldwell Banker in the Easton office.
This is true.
Meredith,
Beautiful moment.
take it away, girl.
Well, so we've had a roller coaster of emotions this week. Full moon, an eclipse, over $1 billion Powerball jackpot,
Postponed.
election, post
Sketchy.
total sketch. You know, I now believe that foreign countries or foreign entities had a play in that. How can you not for a moment think that? Once you start to get your arms around 1.9 billion, there is no powerful person who's not going to say, actually, I'd like to have that.
Wait, did anyone win?
Yes. One person in California.
California, where they also had their security breach.
Bizarre.
Mm-hmm.
How many tickets did you buy?
Too many.
Same.
How many? Just say it.
I mean, probably 150 in over the roll of the time of the months. I would buy batches of,
No, for this big drawing.
just $20 worth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because the pot's been rolling and rolling and rolling. So every week, twice a week, you want to be part. I'm like, I just gotta.
So now, do you buy them at different places?
So honestly, if it were me alone, I would buy one ticket. Because when you talk to the statisticians, when the numbers get so big, your odds don't increase by spending 20. But I am in a little pool with my brother and our best friend.
Always quick picks, or you have a...
I do quick picks. My husband has numbers that he plays, based on family or whatever. And so then we put them in our group thread, and then the way that we would do it is whoever wins, then you pay the other two 10% after tax. So that person just gets a check, and they don't have to deal with any of the nonsense. So in this instance, it was like you'd get a check for like $50 million.
I would take it.
Right? And you don't go in the news, you just have $50 million that you then have to manage.
I like that.
I mean...
So do you buy from the same store, Cumberland Farms, every time? Or do you try to buy one at Cumberland Farms, one at Mobile? What do you do?
Seasons.
I'm not particular in that sense. It's just I need to get to the store to get it, and...
Same.
Yeah.
Because some people like to stop at all different variety stores, if you may, and buy there.
By the way, the person that won in California wanted a mobile mart or something.
Supposedly.
So. Meredith, this sucks.
Okay. I'm not going to play anymore. I read something I don't know where it was, but that people actually rarely check their numbers. That most people get their ticket, put it in their wallet, and then just think about it's the hope of potentially winning.
I swear to you, this morning I had this thought, I'm not wasting more money on Powerball. Moving forward, one quick pick, and I'm done.
Yeah, okay,
That's
I'm with
it.
you.
What about scratchies? You love a scratchie.
I do love a scratch.
I do love a scratchy too. But Massachusetts changed their odds. Years back, like, I don't know, 10 years ago, our odds were the best in the country to win. And then they changed them, and immediately, I had a friend at work, we would buy scratch tickets, and he kept a spreadsheet. And we were like even. You know, you lose 20, you gain 20, back and forth. So it made it fun. It kept you in the game. Now, it's a losing proposition.
Well,
My brother once said to me, every time you have that urge to buy one, put money in a jar, and you will have more money in the jar than if you're playing. But you know what, it's fun.
Meredith, you will never stop buying scratchies, and you will never stop getting quick picks.
Just like you won't ever stop buying planners.
That's right.
Let's talk about what you've got today.
I don't know, it's a little overwhelming. I'm having a lot of issues with my planners. Now, Meredith, you've known me for over 10 years.
Yes.
And all through these years, I have been buying new planners, buying new planners, buying new planners, buying new planners, every year, several. Well, I thought that I had finally found planner peace. In our business, we have so much going on. We have all kinds of appointments. We're talking to all kinds of people. You need a planner. You can't just put everything in your phone, right?
Yep.
Too much comes up.
Agreed.
Plus, you'll get a phone call. You need to start taking notes. You don't want to have pieces of paper over here. So I wanted something all encompassing.
Yep.
So
Now, we have been through many iterations, year after year, many planners
Yes.
per year, each one of these, until we found this set. This, honest to God, if you've ever had a friend who finds happiness in a thing, this thing, when Stephanie opens these up, her mood changes, she becomes zen in the moment, it's tactile, it's visual, it's all of it. So explain these. What's the name of it?
So I have finally found planner peace in the Japanese planners,
Interesting.
and they are called Hobonichis. Now, what's great about the Hobonichis is what I'm thrilled with is the paper. It is Tomo River paper. Feel it. Feel the paper. It's not like any paper you're used to.
It's not.
The paper is amazing. So I have gone through the Hobonichi Cousin, which is a large size. Now, so I've been using this on a daily. Then I switched to this cutie. And I like the plastic covers. I like to touch them. But now I've switched to this cutie. I can hold it in my hand. But I'm finding that the calendar here might be a little too small, but the calendar here is a good size.
I'd like you to pause for a minute. Can you open that up?
Oh, yeah, it
Let's
gets better.
talk about stickers.
It gets better.
This one?
Either of them. Stephanie has stickers for every page. And if I send her a sticker palette and say, I think you should get these, she will always say, I already have it.
I have.
She has a label maker. She has a sticker maker. She buys stickers in bulk. I mean, look at this.
So back in the day, I used to use the Franklin planners. Have you seen
Yeah.
them? Those were
Oh, yeah,
those
yeah,
were
yeah.
great,
Yeah.
but it's just
Yeah.
it was too much for me.
Who uses a Franklin?
Since I have my phone, smartphone, does pretty much everything. But I'll tell you what, you know who else is a huge user of the Hobonichi?
Who?
Howard Stern.
Okay, now he doesn't use the Cousin or the A6 original.
You researched
He
it?
actually uses the Hobonichi Weeks. Now, I also love the Hobonichi Weeks because it has a vertical layout, which I adore. But what's the problem with this is it doesn't give me, so here are your days. So you can have your vertical schedule here and you can take notes here. It was just too small for me. But
Okay.
yes, Howard Stern is addicted to the Hobonichi Weeks.
Are these all Hobonichi?
Yes, these are all Hobonichi. Now, this one I ordered for 2023. This is actually, Hobonichi has now made an English version. So now I have my English quotes on the bottom. So I'm still torn of what I'm going to be using in 2023. Now, often I will say this to Anthony. And he says, "What's up?" I'm like, "I hate to tell you, but I've switched planners. I'm going back to the Hobonichi Cousin." And so this has just been, I am really torn right now, and I don't know if you guys can help me.
Oh, I don't understand the angst.
Because right now, Meredith, I'm using two planners because I can't decide if I want to use the A6 original or the Cousin.
So you get that it has Japanese. It's written in Japanese.
This is
inside.
this is my Cousin for 2023, and this is my A6 English version for 2023, and quite frankly, I don't know what to use.
I say you
Now,
gotta go with that.
I didn't want to overwhelm people, but I did bring some of my covers that I have for the A6 original. But for some reason, I always come back to the shiny cover. So I am in chaos right now with my planners because I don't know which one to use.
First, I think we should seek the counsel of a professional organizer like Laura Weiler, which, Laura, I'm going to reach out to you. But I need,
I need
as your
therapy.
friend, I need to point out that 10 years ago,
this
you had the
magnet.
same dilemma. The dilemma hasn't gone away.
Look at this heart magnet. It's so.
She legit has a cart full of stickers. I mean, you've never seen anything like it.
Okay, and don't think I wasn't devastated when you offered up your Lisa Frank sticker collection to somebody else. That is still with
Somebody
me.
actually bought it and donated the money to charity.
Okay, well, maybe I would have done the same, but you didn't give me the choice.
Note to self.
Is that why you guys put me in the middle here to referee
This is
this?
a pocket that you can add on the inside.
Okay, so I change out my purse. I know you change, well, you have gigantic bags, but is the mini as opposed to the larger one, is it the size dictated by your purse?
I really, hold this. Don't you love the chunkiness?
I can't see it.
What?
So
100%.
I'm
What?
with you.
What
but
about this one?
Mine, granted, I mean, I
To
still
me,
need my,
it's-
but this makes more sense. So mine that I have daily, I have an at a glance. I'm very specific too about the one that I like. I don't want the extra stuff because it hurts my brain. I just need to open up and see a calendar and say, oh yeah, what do I have on here today? What do I have? But, okay, folks. When I tell you there are stickers on every single day, there is joy that comes with opening these pages for Stephanie and putting on a tooth for the day she has her dental exam, a plane for the day that she flies out, lipstick for God knows what, the nail polish for the day she gets her nails done. So I'd prefer if you just embrace it all and not feel upset by it because it gives you pleasure. You find joy in this.
And I do love it, but I did do an Instagram poll because I'm confused right now. And I did reach out to my 1,500 followers.
Yeah.
I said, should I go A6 original or cousin? Everyone said cousin. And that's why I'm in turmoil.
Is it me or does that paper feel like the paper in like a phone book?
Yes.
Yeah, like a
Or
yellow
like
pages
a
or
gum
something.
wrapper.
Yeah.
This paper
Yeah.
doesn't bleed through.
Oh.
You should see my pen collection. If I could just have my own stationery shop, I'd be so happy. My pen collection, and maybe I will send photos because it's not to be believed. So I don't know. This is what I'm going through right now. I have planner angst. And yes, I almost feel like this is too big because you have your calendar section.
Yep.
Then you have your daily section
Yeah.
for all your appointments, but then you have a full page of stuff.
Okay.
So it's,
I mean, that's the combination. So I have 20-something years of small notebooks that fit in my purse. And then I also have my calendar. But I don't have them combined together because I tear through, probably about every 6 weeks I go through a notebook just to download what's in my brain onto something.
I don't know.
Now, what do you use? You're high level.
So I have notebooks that I use usually per account, per customer, and on the sales side of things. 'Cause I
Yeah.
also work in high tech, in sales.
So you
in
you're
addition.
not digital, even though you're high tech.
Mostly everything I do is in some type of an app, Excel form, Word, all of that. So
Not
I have-
Outlook.
Outlook I use more for meetings and emails. I mean, it's
So you have multiple calendars.
from a calendar perspective, just Outlook. You're absolutely right.
Okay.
But for apps for PowerPoints and this and that. So I have all kinds of.
Well, Rachel Jacobs, she's our
Marketing
guru.
extraordinaire.
She uses Outlook exclusively
For everything.
for everything.
Wow.
So I thought maybe I've been resistant to the electronic format. Clearly, you've been resistant because you like the tactile experience.
well, I also have all my appointments in my phone.
Right.
So now I have it in 4 different places.
Well, because you like to do that.
I do,
So what's wrong with it?
because I don't know which one to commit to for 2023. And
But you're never. In
English.
over 10 years, I've never seen you commit to one.
that's true.
It's part of the game.
I know I won't be using my weeks.
Okay.
That I do know.
I do have some stress because I'm about to swap my laptop, so
Oh,
that data migration from one Mac to another,
might not migrate.
yeah, I think it'll be fine. I've been good at it lately, but we'll see.
Seems like you're visualizing positivity.
Positive.
Meredith, I would like to request the A6 original for you.
Oh,
Too small. I'm with the cousin,
You might enjoy the weeks like Howard Stern.
perhaps, but there's still a lot of data in there that is wasteful because I have my notebook.
No, but here are your appointments.
Yep.
You can take notes on this side during
Okay.
the week, and you have your monthly calendar right here.
Now,
You might like this.
I have mentally committed to time blocking again. And
Okay.
so that necessitates me going back to my calendar and saying, this is when you need to do this, X, Y, and Z.
What's also great about the weeks is that you have all these extra pages in the back for notes. And so what you can do,
that.
you can write, if you have extra notes on this day, if you spoke to whoever you spoke to, a home inspector, whatever, you can write down the page number, and you can refer back to your notes on that page.
Okay, so here's been a particular difficulty for me.
This one too.
Someone hires me, we don't actually get hired at that point, but someone asks me to come in to take a look at their house and give me an opinion of value. Fine. We go over, I take my trusty notebook, I take my notes, I go back to my report and give them the report, and then 6 months goes by and they're like, oh, Keach, we'd like you to come back and sell our house. Now I have to find
oh,
the notes in here.
Yes.
And that has become problematic.
Yeah.
Because it's very hard to, because a long time could go past. And so I've actually converted, and there is a migration going on, because I'm actually using it a lot more frequently, my notes in my iPhone.
boom. And you can take
Oh, yeah.
screenshots of things that are actually in a notepad, put them into that, and then you could search that.
Yes,
I
so
like
in
that.
your notes, right, I just put the address, because it's bolded.
There we go.
And then you just search the
You
address.
can talk through it, which is a little awkward, but really you can. And so there's an element of this phasing out. I don't think I'll ever go away because I'm a visual learner too, so I have to hear, see, write in order for it to stick in my brain. And you like that experience, but it's interesting how we're also migrating to calendar.
Wow.
Fun. Love it.
To be determined. Did you
Yeah.
see the eclipse?
Stay tuned.
Ooh,
No.
I wanted to so badly. I woke up at, just oddly enough, woke up at 4 in the morning.
And it was at like 5:15.
Well, actually, no, the beginning of it would be at, I believe it was 4:15 a.m. is when it started.
Oh, okay.
The peak of it was going to be somewhere around 5:30, I believe, or something like that. So at 4 o'clock, I did the lazy man shuffle. So I
Okay.
basically got myself out of bed, went over to a window. I looked outside and I'm like, if it's there, I'll start videotaping or something. But yeah, it must have been
Yeah, there you go.
on the other side of the house. I'm done.
Yeah.
I went back to sleep.
It was a good thought.
Yeah.
Sunrise.
When was
something.
this? Last night?
Yesterday.
Oh, the night before last
No.
night?
Yeah, yesterday.
2 nights ago?
Yesterday morning.
Yesterday morning, correct.
Oh,
Or
yesterday.
An AM time.
I wish somebody would have texted me because I'm sure I was up because I don't sleep anymore.
Night sweats.
Well, the good news is there are some great
Severe.
photos, by the way, that have been taken for that.
I
So
know.
I
My
think I
friend
sent you a
took an
shot of it.
amazing one.
Probably
So you
gonna
should
see
be
it
able
here.
to see them here.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
It was
amazing.
progressive.
Amazing. Yeah. So they did. I think it's 6 photos. That's all it was. So it was just at different phases of it,
Wow.
to the point where it was at the full block or whatever they call it.
Look at the photo my friend Sarah took.
She took that with her. She took it
She-
herself.
She has a camera.
Oh.
She said, look at this, you guys.
Wow, that's
Did you
awesome.
see it? Can you see it?
Oh,
Probably
right.
so. Yeah.
Can you see it?
We'll throw it there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Isn't that amazing?
Very cool.
Let's talk about real estate for a quick second. In a happy way. So we're seeing a little bit of a leveling off. Do not hit panic.
The market is not crashing.
It is not.
It is not. It is normalizing.
Let's say leveling off.
Yes.
Leveling off.
Every year we see a certain point where buyers will not stand for it anymore. And that's where they're at.
Listen, I think the angst comes from definitely the interest rates.
How about
I think folks are looking at the interest rates and it
The
gives them a little
election
pause.
likely.
How about media?
National media.
The national media is ridiculous. I am sorry.
Yes.
We're the ones in the field,
Yes,
right?
yes.
We're the ones that know what is going on. We are the ones that are continuing to sell homes.
Yes.
We are continuing to get calls from sellers.
Yes.
We are continuing to get calls from buyers.
Correct.
Okay, there are options for your interest rates.
Yep.
Right.
And I keep going like this because everyone was so afraid, they still are afraid of the adjustable ARM mortgage.
Yep.
But guess what?
I had one.
And so did our loan officer at our office.
Yes.
You can, I think last week it was 5.5%.
Yes.
You could lock in at 5.5% for 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, whatever it is. And guess what? You can refinance as soon as the rates go down. Do you have to wait 6 months? No. Do you have to wait 3 months? No. You can refinance immediately. That
point.
kind of sucks for your loan officer, but it's something you can do.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep, that's it. It's
Yeah.
a leveling off. It is normal. There is no panic. So we can move on,
I like it.
right?
We are
In
all-
fact, I think come February, we're going to see record low inventories again.
So what does that mean for the sellers?
Ding, 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 ding.
It's time to list. It's time to have a conversation too. If
Agreed.
you're thinking about listing
Yep.
in the spring, now's the time that you need to have the
Start early.
conversation because a lot of the times we take photos now so that if we're going to go
Right.
on in February
True.
when it's gray and
Great
miserable,
point. Yep.
bing, your house looks gorgeous.
Pop.
You've got grass, you've got colorful trees.
Yep.
It looks beautiful
Yeah.
in the middle of winter.
Agreed. Tony, what did you want to be when you were growing up? We talked about this a little bit this morning via text. Tell me about what you sent me.
Well, so I mean, we all want to be something, right? I mean, I think my brothers, sisters, a couple of my brothers would say policemen, firemen, etc. I can tell you, I probably wasn't thinking I wanted to be an engineer. I was probably looking at something fun to be. But with that said, I found it interesting when you look at social media, whether it's YouTube, TikTok, all of that. I saw a study that said there were, I think it was 3,000 kids that were basically surveyed.
Yep.
Now you had a group from the U.S. and U.K. You had another group from China, and they asked those kids basically what's your goal? What is it you want to be when you grow up? And they gave them a few options. One was influencer, teacher, athlete, astronaut was some of the different options. Believe it or not, U.S. and U.K. the majority of those kids, influencers. That's
Okay,
what they wanted to be.
You know what, though? I'm
know
not
someone else
surprised.
who wants to.
But what do you think the Chinese kids wanted to be?
What?
They wanted to be astronauts.
Well, because
So why?
isn't there social media curated?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly it.
There's all types of restrictions that they put. They have to watch sciences. They have to watch math. But, okay, so my kids, if you told them to turn the TV on, the cable, we still have cable, they would not know what channel or how to turn the cable box on.
But
They
that's
don't.
my son too. Gregory's 24. He doesn't watch TV.
No.
Doesn't watch TV.
Cable TV.
He doesn't watch cable TV.
But he watches. And so my son yesterday was watching Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is the most popular. He has something like 200 million followers or something.
Is he a YouTuber?
Insane.
He is the number one YouTuber in the planet.
Mr. Beast.
My
Mr. Beast.
15-year-old, YouTube.
Yes.
Exclusively, always
And
on
that's
YouTube.
his thing is YouTube.
Yeah.
And that's what they watch.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised because this is the person that they would see when we were younger. Maybe we would see policemen, firemen, Chips or whatever the TV show was. So I think that's why they're so interested.
TV shows are on YouTube,
Correct.
but TikTok is just fun, short videos.
So here's my...
They watch YouTube Shorts too, though.
True, but here's one of my challenges with the TikTok part.
Yep.
So, and it's one of those sketchy parts. Remembering that TikTok is actually owned by a Chinese company.
Yes.
Number one.
Yeah.
So by the way, there's conversations around having TikTok banned in the United States.
Correct.
So that's all coming. But with that said, my worry is, are they catering TikTok, in their own territory, so that kids have that mindset of astronaut versus how it's catered for the U.S. and U.K., where they'd have that attitude of, it being an influencer is important versus those kids thinking astronaut's important. You're probably right. I mean, they're only getting a certain amount of that content.
That's my understanding. And
Right.
like, I don't think that they can access it after a certain time at
Right.
night.
Yeah.
So you can't be like this, like so many kids watching TikTok.
Good point.
I don't even know if they can access TikTok in China.
I believe they can, but you can put throttles on what it is they can see and not see. So that's the
In
whole
China, they do.
in China, in a lot of those,
It's not a bad idea.
yeah.
I
There are many
mean,
third world countries where they shut it down. Look at Russia. Everything going on there, the way that, Iran, whenever they have turmoil within the country, first thing they do is shut down social media.
yeah, but
In the country.
don't they have control? I feel like the president or somebody was coming to Boston or somebody was coming and you couldn't access your cell phone. You couldn't take pictures or something. I don't remember who was
Oh,
coming.
yeah, you were talking about that. Someone was coming into the city.
Yeah, and
they
they're
shut
like, I tried
communication
to,
down.
they shut down everyone's cell phones in the area. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
I mean,
Interesting.
what are you going to do? At a certain
What do we-
point, right?
Well, the good news is we live in the United States of America.
I mean, honestly, if TikTok goes away, that'd be great because I can't do those dancing videos as a real estate agent.
yeah,
No, I
I'm
haven't
in
tried.
quite a few of those, and I'm not going to say they were proud moments, but
I mean,
Anthony dances with his daughter, but there's all these.
I think yours are pretty good.
thank you.
I still think of, I can't remember the song.
They are
but,
good, Anthony.
Applebee's, that one.
Yes.
Maybe we
Yes,
can play
probably
one in the background.
I think that's a good idea. That was a pretty good one. That was like, I think your best.
You're a good dancer, Anthony.
Thank you so much. You guys are the best. You're good for my,
What's going on with sports this week?
I know you mentioned Thanksgiving. One of the things I failed to mention last time was that the Patriots are playing on Thanksgiving.
What?
At night
Not at
against
home, not at home.
They're playing in
Calm down.
Minnesota against the Vikings, so that's going to be a great game.
An
I'm pretty excited
8:10
about that.
game or 8:15 game.
8:15.
So you can enjoy your Thanksgiving,
Yep.
you can have your dessert, you can lounge around, and then you can get ready for the Patriots game.
That's right.
I love that. I'm
Yep.
excited about that, actually. We just went to the game again this Saturday. It was
It was
absolutely...
a day game, though.
Oh, Meredith, it
was.
was
Now,
beautiful.
did you get the parking?
We got the parking again.
You got
I'm
it.
telling you, now I love going to the games.
It's really, I mean, to go there is so exciting. Patriots Place is like,
It
it's
really
the
was.
Coliseum.
Yeah.
I bumped into friends that I haven't seen in a while, bumped into cousins.
By the way, they're doing the makeover
Yes,
on
the makeover at
north
Gillette.
side of the stadium is unbelievable. It's
Okay,
going to be
so
very
I saw construction. What are
kid-friendly.
they doing?
So they took down, remember the tower that used to be on the north side of the stadium? That came down. They're building a whole section in there. It's going to be a lot more kid-friendly. There are a lot of things, you could look it up online on the New England Patriots site, I'm sure, but the activity is going to be a lot more inclusive, I guess, of the audience that's going in there, all the different folks that are going in there. So
Did you talk about the gigantic TV they're putting up?
it opens up in the spring, and the TV is going to be, from what I understand, if not one of the largest jumbotron of any stadium in the United States. So this should be interesting.
So exciting. We do have to wrap it up shortly, but we do have a chance to get 6 season tickets. So we sold 4 this year, and we sold 4 last year. So we only have 2. Should we have 4? Should we keep 4 for next year?
It's nice to bring friends.
It's nice to bring friends.
Why would you get rid of them?
It's just,
Well, it's a lot of money, Meredith.
all right, I don't want to say this out loud. I'm thinking it, but I don't want to say it out loud. They're not great this year. And chances of them going to the playoffs,
That makes you kind of a fair weather fan.
I'm not a fan. I've been a fan through thick and thin. I was a Tony Eason, Steve Grogan. I've been Mosey's Mooses. I mean,
All
you
right, I
name
get
it.
it.
I've
So
been
you don't
around.
need to go every single game, is what you're saying.
Right. But do we keep 4 tickets and sell 2? We don't keep all 6.
So you get 6 as part of your package.
Yes.
How many games did you go to this year?
Most. I think we missed 2 games. We've missed 2 games,
don't
I think, so
remember.
far this year.
Yeah, we sold a couple tickets.
Yeah.
Other people are asking us for
We
tickets.
usually have plenty of people who want them. So, but the reason for holding on to additional tickets, though, really is, having, again, friends. I have a good group of folks that buy those other tickets usually, so we know the other folks going, but it would be nice sometimes to.
I don't know.
bring,
Just something to
Well,
think about.
I mean, who's going to be going in December when it's freezing?
It has
Not
2
me.
thumbs. This guy.
Okay.
Who's not going to go and has two thumbs? Not me.
Either.
All right, well, I guess we can figure that out for the
I think
next
it's going
show.
to depend.
By the way, the December games, Christmas Eve
Oh,
and New Year's Day.
okay. I don't want to go to either.
Miami Dolphins are not going to be happy
In fact,
New Year's
I
Day.
thought
I
about
love
going.
the Miami Dolphins. I love their uniform colors, and I'm a Florida girl.
Well,
You're technically not a Florida girl, but
I kind of am.
okay.
we did go to school there.
I went to school there.
And somebody did comment that you two are both the tannest in Patriots Place.
We're very tan, so
Yeah.
I'm a Florida
you
girl.
All right. Well, it was great seeing you both.
It was
Great
so
seeing
good
you.
seeing
It was nice
you.
to talk Obanichi.
Thank you. It did cheer me up a lot, you guys. Thanks.
This was fun.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks for joining
All
us.
right.
We'll see you next time. That is the show.
Take care.